am I doing something wrong? I plugged in everything that I could, but it still is throwing the airbag light on my dash. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm finally going to take out this passenger seat. And if you didn't know, whenever you go and actually install racing seats into I don't know, probably any car, you get this dash light for the air. And when you're sitting in the passenger seat, you'll also always have this passenger airbag. So today, that's what I'm gonna be doing, is removing these seats and installing occupancy sensor in the factory seat for the Subaru. And I need to disassemble that entire seat, take the upholstery out, and then carefully remove that sensor and all the plugins and wires, and then transport that into this seat. And try to be as much in depth as possible, because I haven't seen anybody actually go in depth of how to do this. So hopefully this will help you guys out if you guys are having the exact same issues as I am. So alright, I got the seat out, and I actually have to recut this, but it needs to be 9 3/4 by 11 inches. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll explain what this is for. So now that you got your seat out, what you're gonna need is a piece of foam, piece of cardboard, some 3.3K ohms resistors, some zip ties, the sensor, and for the most important part, the occupancy sensor. Be very, very, very careful disconnecting this. I did like a full how-to in depth, so let me show you guys how I got this out, and then we'll install it after you guys watch that part. Alrighty, so we got the seat. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna be digging into this thing, but on the bottom I need to take out all of these plugins and stuff. I don't think I need to take off this long one right here, just because I think that one is actually going to the side airbag, so I think that one can actually stay, but these other ones we need to be able to get out and then get the actual pressure sensor out. I just need to unbolt all of this stuff. There's a screw in here. I need to take it apart. There's like a really big clip right here on this one that I need to take off. Looks like it's just like a little pinch. Alrighty, so I do know, like, this is the occupancy sensor, however the hell you say that. This is what we need to take out, and then it's got this strip right here that'll run all the way to the top of the seat, like right, that you actually sit on. So we got to be able to get this out, and these sensors right here. I do know that this one is just the side airbag, but getting this out through the top of this seat is gonna be the pain. So I guess this is why I'm making this video, since nobody else will. Alrighty, so I have this piece out, and I got these all disconnected and stuff, but there's this clip right here that I can't seem to get out. It seems like it would be like a push pin, like you'd push in like where that circle is, and then it should be able to slide out, but I've been working on this thing for a minute and I cannot get that thing to budge, but that's definitely how you got to get it out. So alright, it wasn't recording when I finally got it out, but push down on a screwdriver right here on the very edge that sits on this side of this piece of metal. Push down as hard as you can and then wiggle this thing back and forth, and then it'll finally come out. Alright, looks like there are, so like that piece, this piece that I took off of this, you will need to take that off on both sides, and then it's got a little thing right here on the side. You just pull up and over, so you're able to flap that out. Same thing with this side, just like that. And it also looks like this is the front, but there's also more clips right here and here. Got that part all undone. Those clips are a pain. They like flip up and under and around. Screw here. This is the handle to recline it. So if you pull that up, there's another screw right there underneath that handle. So hopefully you guys can see this. I know it's always really hard to see all these little tiny things. Hopefully you guys are okay with me going like as in depth as I am. But there's a clip right here. This is that side panel. Here's that clip, and I just stood this straight up, pulled on this as hard as I could. I thought it was gonna break, but I was just like pulling out and up as much as I could, and it finally came through. And then I don't even need to take off this entire side piece, because if you lift up enough, you can actually just push this straight through, and this is like the actual fabric for the top of the seat. So, and it looks like there's another piece right there. So like the fabric is going in between this right here, so I need to be able to work that fabric off of that bracket and stuff too, but it's already cut, so it should come off pretty easy. Here's the pressure sensor, the occupancy sensor on right here. I think it is glued a little tiny bit on here. I might try to use the hair dryer first, and then down through here you can see that there's little tiny clips that's holding. Maybe you can see into that one. There's a little tiny clip down in there that's holding the fabric on. We got to be able to get those off also without ripping it. Alrighty guys, just a heads up, I've been working on these little clips, and it looks like, but I've been working on them for probably about an hour, and I cannot even get one of them to break loose. It just wants to rip that fabric, so just be careful. But I mean, it looks like there's two of them that interlink into each other right there. One that goes towards the back, and then one that comes all the way up to the front, to where you should just be able to like pull this out. Alright, so after messing with this thing for probably about an hour, I just got sick of it. I grabbed 2 pairs of pliers, grabbed onto it, and I just straightened out that hook. So I should be able to grab onto this if I can get my fingers on it. Come on, there we go. Just like that. Damn, why did they make that thing so freaking hard to do? Okay, so yeah, that's what I ended up doing. Just like that. So I just gotta do The other side, the exact same way. I almost ripped all that fabric though. But looks like it goes all the way back. And it's got more of those freaking clips in the middle. Okay, let me get this stuff out. Alrighty guys, I've started working on taking this off. I'm just using this hairdryer and just barely like taking my time, just barely like holding up on it and then keeping that heat on it, and then just slowly just pull up at a time and it starts to come off. And just like that guys, that's all off. Just hold the heat and just hold pressure up. Like don't pull. Don't like pull on this when you're pulling this up to let the heat underneath. Just hold it up and the heat itself will heat this glue up, which will release this from the actual seat pad. So alright, so I went ahead and folded this thing back, because on this one I went ahead on this other side, I straightened out the side of that hook too, because both sides are like bent. They're both bent like that. So on this side I straightened it out. So I'm gonna fold that back and then try to work this hook straight out the side over here. I just wanted to get that thing up, so I ended up not ripping that sensor right through the middle, since it goes along that bar. And here's that bar for the middle one. And then I just gotta get the actual little fabric off those rings. Alrighty guys, finally got that thing off. That was a pain. Major pain. Okay, well, at least, here we go. Got the sensor out and the connections that we need. I don't think we have anything else on the bottom that we need to take off. So, yeah, let's go throw this thing in the car. Alright, what I'm noticing when I keep on messing with this, this is just, I don't know, it's like it's too thick. I don't know if it might be easier to take off the brackets and the sliders from the actual seat. It looks like this is pretty pliable, so that whenever this is sat on, that it shouldn't damage that, because there is foam behind the actual sensor. And I'll just slide this piece in here. Okay, yeah, so that's how I ended up having to do it. I couldn't use this without actually taking everything apart. I'm gonna try to see if this will work. I just made sure I was really careful putting it all the way down, so hopefully it doesn't move around. It shouldn't, like on the sliders and stuff, because the sliders are actually on the bottom. What I'm thinking is that there's actually, I might have to put a resistor in the driver's seat, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and throw this into the car and see if this works. Plug in this harness and stuff too. And this will plug into the harness like that. This little piece that just goes on top of it. That, and this will plug in this yellow one. I got this big gray one, and that plugs in, but this other yellow one I don't have anything to plug into, so, and that would go to like the the side airbags that's in the actual car, or in the actual the factory seat. And I don't think we put any resistors into this. I wouldn't think, but I mean, I would think that would still like show like some kind of airbag light on the dash. Unless we still put resistors like in the middle. I don't know. I'm gonna start the car up and see what it does the way it's sitting right now. So let's try that. Hopefully no airbags deploy. I do still have an airbag light on my dash, but this is showing that my passenger airbag light is on now at all times. So that's I mean, that's a good thing that it's always going to be on, but why do I still have that airbag light? I'm wondering if I have to put a resistor either in that plug-in or under the driver's seat. This is a pain. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I threw a resistor into this one, and I put it in the two middle prongs. I'm gonna tape all this stuff up too, but I'm just gonna try this one for now. And then this exact same plug-in is on the driver's side also. So I don't know if I have to do it on both or just this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to start the car now with just this one. If that doesn't work, then I'll try it on doing it to the driver's side also. Okay, let's see if this works. Alright, the passenger airbag is on still, but I still have a dash light. Alright, as you can see on the driver's side also, I put a resistor into that one. Let's try starting it and see if this works. Alright, wish me luck. Hopefully this works. I don't know. I just don't know. I literally did every single thing that I could think of to do, and I was hoping this was going to be a video that was actually going to be able to help you guys out and show you guys how to fix it. So I guess if you guys have anything that you can help me with, of like, am I doing something wrong? Alrighty guys, after doing a lot more research, what I'm thinking I did is I ended up ordering 3.3K ohm resistors, and I guess you only can install just 3 ohm, not 3.3K ohm resistors. I guess these don't put out enough wattage, so I guess I gotta try to find some just some regular 3 ohm resistors and try that out. I know I called a tuner, I'm not gonna say a specific place or name, but they said that once the SRS light comes on, that most likely you're gonna have to take it to a Subaru dealership, and they have a specific scanner that will eliminate that code, and it's $350. So I don't know, I have no idea. So yeah, for now the light is still on, guys, and I guess I'm gonna order some of these just regular 3.3 ohms and see if that'll work. Follow me on Instagram and I will let you guys know first. So yeah, if you guys like the video, man, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribed to my channel. Until next time, guys, keep it real. Peace.